8th standard students, welcome back to the science class. In the previous class, I have taken the topic force. We know that force is nothing but it is a push or pull acting on a body which changes the state of object, shape of the object and also the direction of the object. Force is a vector quantity due to having what? Direction and magnitude. Force is having magnitude and direction. It comes under vector quantity. In the continuation, I am going to today tell about thrust. What is thrust? Thrust is also force. There is no difference between thrust and force. Almost both equal. The difference is thrust, it is a force. Thrust is a force acting perpendicular on any given surface of the body. See, you can understand. Thrust is nothing but it is also a force acting on any body, acting in the direction perpendicular to the particular thing. So, it is a force acting perpendicular on any given surface of the body. Its unit also Newton, because it is also a force. Next, pressure. What is pressure? So pressure, when we are talking about something, see, almost we can think force and pressure may be equal. Give more pressure, give more force. We are using these words usually. So it seems the two words having same meaning, almost same. But then the difference is, what is pressure? Pressure is also a physical quantity. Pressure is a physical quantity which is used to measure the effect of pressure. What? Pressure is a what? Is a physical quantity. It is also a quantity which is used to calculate or measure the effect of pressure. That is the amount of pressure. The amount of pressure or thrust can be measured in the quantity of pressure, by the quantity of pressure. Okay. So, according to the definition, the force acting on a unit area of a surface is called pressure. What? The force acting on a unit area. What unit area? See, you know the unit, SI unit of length is meter. The SI unit of length is meter. Like that. Meter, SI unit of length. Area, meter square. So here it means that the force acting on a unit area of a surface is called pressure. See, they are giving some particular area, that unit area, in a particular 1 meter square. For example, unit area means 1 meter square. In 1 meter square, suppose if we want 1 meter square, this length is 1 meter. So, if you make a square like this, it is 1 meter means this is a 1 meter square area. So, the amount of force acting perpendicular to this particular 1 meter square area, that is pressure. Okay, next come. So, next pressure is equal to force by area on which it acts. So, generally, according to the definition, pressure is equal to force by area. We know what is force. We know what is area. So, pressure depends upon the magnitude and the area in which it acts. Yes, pressure depends upon the magnitude. You know what is magnitude? Magnitude என்னன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன், அளவு, எவ்வளவு அளவு. upon the magnitude and also the area of the object in which it acts perpendicularly. Okay, so we can say like this: P is equal to pressure is equal to F by A. F is force, A is area. So P, we can say that P is proportional to force. This, how to read this one? P, it is a pressure, is proportional to force. It means that when force is increased, that is the magnitude of the force is increased, pressure is also increased. And also P is inversely proportional. P is, that is pressure. Pressure is inversely proportional to 1 by A. Right? Inversely proportional to area. They is denoted like this. P is inversely proportional to area. Okay. Okay, what do you mean? So when the area is increased, the pressure is decreased. If the area is decreased, the pressure will be increased. That is, it means P is proportional to force, P is inversely proportional to area. Okay. Next, effect of pressure. What effect of pressure? That is already I told you, no. It depends upon the area of the object in which it acts. Like that, we see. See, pressure can be increased by increasing the force, or pressure can be increased by decreasing the area of the object in which it acts. Okay. For example, see, if you see an example, we can see some example. Sharpened pencil. You have seen sharpened pencil. See this one. This is a sharpened pencil. Sharpened side is a flat side. See, if I pitch this one, what will happen? If I punch this one, what will happen? It will give more pain to our body. If I pitch like this, what will happen? If I put like this, if I press like this, it will not give more pain to our body. What does it mean? As the area of this side, area of the edge is very small, the pressure is more. So when the area is small, the pressure is more. We can see some other example also. Right? Now see these two nails. See, both are having sharpened edge and another one is flattened edge. Here also one is sharpened edge and another one is flattened edge. Now I first I want this nail to stand in this wood. It stands. See, again I am going to try to stand this nail in this wood. I am putting the flattened side down, sharpened side upper. So it is not possible. From this, what do you understand? As when we comparing these two nails, this nails having the edge is, that is the area of the edge is very, very small, and this is more. So it has very small area. I can stand it to make on the wood by beating 1 or 2 bits. But whatever, how many bits I am using this one, we are not able to make this nail to stand in this wood. So from this, what you understand? If the area is smaller, the pressure is more. The area is increased, the pressure is less. This is a very important point. Okay, we can say some other example also practically. See, knife, you take knife, X knife. You have seen knives in your house? No. Your mummy or father is using knife to cut tomato or vegetables. How it is? It is very sharp and very sharp. No. Yeah, you know very well. Why we are having the knife is very sharp? Because to cut very nicely. Because it gives more pressure to cut the vegetables. So from this, if the area is very small, area is very small, the pressure is more. Next example, we can go for another one. Say camel. We came to know that camel is walking fast in desert. Desert means what? In sand area. In desert, camels are able to walk fastly than us. But we are not able to walk on sand. Why? Because the foot of the legs of the camels, the area is very less. Even compared with our foot, we are not able to run in the sand because our foot area is more. So foot area is more, pressure is less. So that we are not able to walk more. But as the camel is having area small in its foot, so it can walk or it can run fastly in the sand region. So from this you can understand pressure is proportional to force, and pressure is inversely proportional to area. Okay, the unit of pressure is equal to force by area. We know very well. Force we know already, Newton is the unit of force, and area we know, area is meter, already I told, meter square. So Newton per meter square. So if you take upper side, okay, in the numerator side it will get minus sign. So Newton m power minus 2 Newton per meter square. This is a unit of pressure. Okay, right.